joined a first team manager Chris Search after the victory here against Havant Waterlooville. First of all, Searchy, must be delighted with it.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, long time coming. Been an age, and the boys, delighted for the group. Really worked hard and thoroughly deserved the 3 points today. Over the moon.
Yeah, first win since Boxing Day, obviously.
Wow.
And now build on for St Albans on Tuesday.
Yeah, mate. I think it's important that we try and string some results together now. Getting just the one win is going to St Albans. We're obviously looking to build from that. So it gives us a great foundation to go and get something at St Albans. They're not in the best of form themselves. So, it'll be another tough game as they all are at this level. But, the boys will go in good spirits. They scored 4 in midweek and obviously 3 today. So, we're scoring goals. Ben Williamson's come into the group, scored today, got man of the match from the committee. So, thoroughly deserved from Ben. And the boys, said before the game, I want them to carry on playing with a smile on their face and freedom. I think people do things best when they're happy. So we wanted to get that back into the group, making sure that they're happy and enjoying what they're doing on a Saturday playing football. And I think it showed today, they earned the right to play and battled hard first and foremost, but they certainly went and enjoyed today, and I'm delighted for them.
Of course, very good performance. Obviously to come back after getting one back, the response?
Brilliant, yeah. I mean, this team and this club, it's very, very rare will you be in a comfortable position, like 2 or 3 goals up, if you like, with 10, 15 minutes where you think you're quite relaxed. Like every single game, I'm on edge. If I'm honest, I'm on tender hooks and nervous. And there's never been a game this season where I've been relaxed enjoying a football match. And it was the case today as well. 2-0. I'm thinking, can we just get to 85 minutes and I might be able to sort of enjoy the last 5 and and chill out a bit. But they scored, and I'm thinking, here we go. What have the boys got about them? But they showed a tremendous character today. The boys were superb, and obviously, and Willow went and got the third. Worked really hard, chased the ball down, and got a deserved goal for his performance. But I'm delighted with the group. First half, we rode our luck. In the conditions and the pitch. I felt we rode our luck. They had one that bounced off the crossbar and whatever else, and but to come in, to come in at 1-0 was a real joy for us. I would have taken 0-0 at half time, but the boys second half just were superb, defended like men. Got a young group out there, and they were absolutely brilliant. Absolutely to a man. Some real standout, solid performances. So I'm over the moon.
Of course, you mentioned Ben Williamson led the line brilliantly today, and his goal at the end sort of summed up his game today.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ben's got the experience. He's been around. This is his first club in his life where he's not been full time. So when you get a player of Ben's calibre and ability, you know what to expect to an extent, and it's taken him a couple of games maybe obviously to get off the mark. But what we see in training and in the matches, when you understand football and know what's about, you can see what Ben brings to the group. He's a tireless runner. He works hard. He's got quality on the ball. He's a leader. He's got everything, and and it showed with his goal today. He chased down probably a bit of a lost cause. A ball turned around the corner from Riley, I think it was. He chased it down, put some pressure on Osler, their skipper. And turned a 70-30 ball into a goal scoring opportunity, which he duly dispatched. So that's what we get when you get someone like Ben available, and to get him into the group, linking up with someone like Danny Green. They've already got, like you can see out there today, and you can see in the change room, like Danny sits in the 10 slot and Willow's in the 11 next to him, but you can see already the energy that's around them too. It's really positive for the group. 31 and 33 respectively, so they've got the experience. The young group listen to them. It's good for us as a management team to have them 2 guys around. They've got the changing room. They've got our, they've got our backs, if you like. And as I say, his show today, Danny, for me, arguably, it's not a coincidence that that Danny's probably had one of his better games for us today as well. I thought Danny Green was absolutely top draw. You know, like we looked to it 11k in legs, and I'm sure Danny would be there or thereabouts this week. You know, he worked so hard, but as did the rest of the group. You know, so I'm over the moon.
Of course, many good performances out there. Of course, Nana on the right, first league start, ran off with a goal. No matter how lucky it is, still a goal.
Yeah, well, a goal's a goal. He earned his luck. You know, he chased down a lost calls to a back pass to the goalie, and you know, it's bobbled up over his foot, and then the goalie's obviously made a bit of a hash of it, and Nana's rolled it into an empty net. But you know, I think that's probably the first bit of luck. Maybe, you know, don't want to rely on luck, but that's probably the first bit of luck that I can probably recall this group having, if you like, you know, on the front foot, you know, on the front end, to get a goal. So delighted to take that. Absolutely, we'll take it. You know, like as I say, you know, we was backs against the wall. I think 7 games, as you said, without a win. So you know, the pressure was building in a roundabout way. I'm not sure, like within the club, it was building, but certainly for myself and the management team, with what we expect and what we want to achieve as a group, it was building for us. So you know, for them, the boys, to go out there and do what they've done was amazing. You know, for me personally, it's been a tricky month or so for a couple of issues. So explained to a couple of the boys, the group on Tuesday, about that, and you know, and they've come up, you know, with that, which give me a real boost. So I'm delighted for that, and hopefully many more to come now, and we'll use that as a foundation to kick on.
Just finally, very good defensive performance. Got switching to a back four, no mams. How do you think the defence done today?
The defend first half, I thought we were in all honesty quite poor. But you know, as I said, like we've battered teams for 45 minutes before and gone in and at 0-0. Like when I look at St Albans and team, you know, games like that, you know, I felt we could have gone in 3-0 on pure domination. Today we went in 1-0 up, and I felt we played a 6 out of 10. And I said to the group, I said, you know, this is the first time I felt that we've sort of underperformed and actually overachieved on the pitch. So you know, if we was actually to turn up and perform, we're going to dominate, and that's exactly what happened second half. You know, the boys turned up, they put in a performance, and we dominated. You know, we dominated the game and dominated the goals, obviously, and rightly so. We're coming in with a 3-1 victory. Could have been a little bit more at the end if Lambs puts his away or crosses it, but you know, we're 3-1 over the moon against you know, really strong Havant side. You know, obviously, I think you know, they come here with a game plan. I think they obviously took into consideration the pitch, maybe turned it around a little bit more than they would normally. You know, went a little bit more direct because of the pitch and try to manage the conditions. But as I say, you know, the boys defensively were superb today. You know, like Jaden Randall, like Skip second half, Paney, you know, he's coming through drinking Lemsip at half time. You know, struggling to breathe. Popo, you know, the back four were superb, and you know, again, we've gone to a back four because that's all I can do. You know, we've got no options. You know, Mams is out with a slight hamstring strain. You know, should be back Tuesday, so we'll have competition again in the squad. We've got Blackie and Blanchie will be back as well. So you know, we're back to a full strength come Tuesday. But right here, right now, that we had to do what we had to do. You know, Sam Carter played last night for Basden. He's in the squad. So yeah, it was just a case of putting players in their positions to get us through. So we couldn't really, you know, necessarily decide to have a back three because we didn't have the personnel to do that. So, but you know, we looked solid today, really solid. So I'm happy with that. And as I say, like, delighted for the group. It's been a long time coming. But they haven't wavered in their efforts, haven't wavered in their desire and application. So testament to that group. And my coaching staff, Greenie, Shippo, medical staff, obviously Abby and Siobhan. A massive shout out to Leachy. You know, we all and Scotty Bowen, sorry. You know, we all knuckled down together and stuck together through these tricky times. And you know, the boys, this is for them and all their hard work. And again, massive thanks to the fans that always come out and support us. You know, we appreciate it's been a tricky run. But you know, just that 3 points today hopefully will kickstart our season a bit.
Lovely. Cheers, Sergio.
Well done.